everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome back to another Coin Snobz vidya. Today, back by popular demand once again, not a grab bag, but we're going to actually be putting some Nicodate on some Buffalo Nickels. Again, as you probably guessed from reading the title. Get into that a little bit more here in a second, but first off, I want to give a special hello and shout out to a very special young man, a Coin Snobz super fan, Daxton. Hello, and family. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. Best way to support the channel. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up right after this video. Helps get them YouTube algorithms going so, it knows that people are actually watching this stuff. Tick the bell down below so you get a notification every time that we upload a brand new video. Let's go ahead and get into this. So, what we got here, fresh off the eBay press, is a full roll, 40, hopefully dateless, Buffalo Nickels. Cost me $13.49, but I really enjoy doing this for the simple reason that you never know what you're going to reveal with this stuff. I mean, you could have a 1918 8/7, you could have all kinds of stuff because you can't see the date. And you can also use this on the reverse, of course, to find a mint mark. If you think there's a hint of a mint mark there, or let's just say the coin's going to be more valuable if you do find a mint mark and it's pretty well worn, this will reveal it. So this stuff, Nicodate, is ferric chloride. And this stuff works pretty much like magic. I'm not a very smart feller, but I will tell you a little bit of what I know from throwing it at the Googs machine. So basically, when a nickel is struck, it creates differences on a molecular level between the actual date itself and the fields behind it, creating like different densities. So this will get rid of the stuff that's a little bit thinner and reveals the date, which I guess the thinner stuff would be the background, the field. I don't know. All I know is that it's magic, okay? It's really cool. And you can find a lot of cool stuff with this. Did one video before on this, and we've had other requests for it, so, let's go ahead and check it out. Let's open this real quick and see if we actually got some dateless buffaloes. I mean, I'm pretty sure we do, because why would they call them dateless and send you some dates? Sometimes you can kind of make out a little bit of a date, but got the bag there. Bye-bye. Before I actually put the Nicodate on here, there is some things that you can identify without ever putting the Nicodate on. Once you put this on, of course, it's going to reduce the value. Technically it's a damaged coin. But if you find something, again, like a 1918 8/7 or something like that, any kind of a rare variety or mint mark or whatever, people are still going to buy it because it's rare. They need to fill books. They just, it's valuable. Let's see what we got here. We'll do the preliminary check before the Nicodate ever goes on. See if we have any like 1913 type 1s, which will have the raised mound on the reverse. Obviously, if that's the case, we don't have to put any Nicodate on it because it can only be 1 year. Buffalo Nickels struck between 1913 and then the beginning of 1938, because a lot of people don't realize this, but 1938, we had both Buffalo Nickels in the beginning of the year, and then we had Jefferson Nickels that were struck at the end of the year. And then technically, there was, I believe, 5 1913 V Nickels that were struck. Those things are, it's on my bucket list. You're talking about a $3 or $4 million coin right there. All right, let's see. We're just going to search these real quick. Dateless. Yeah, look at that right there. The second one that I pick up, literally. Raised mound. Right there below the buffalo. You can see how on the left-hand side he's kind of on a raised mound. Right-hand side it is sort of concave. This was changed to this about halfway through the year or somewhere around there, some point during production in 1913, because as you can see, it gets pretty well worn. And there is actually a mint mark on this too. If the camera could focus, is that a Denver? Okay, so without even having to see the date on this side, this is a 1913 Denver Type 1. Boom, right there. That one doesn't even have to be checked. And raised mound. Again. Seriously, guys, I can't make this up. That's another 1913. Pretty well worn, so we can't see the mint mark. But it has to be a 1913. You can actually see a little bit of the date still on there. So if we wanted to, we could actually put a little bit of Nicodate where the mint mark should be on this coin. And see if it's a no mint mark, which would be Philadelphia or San Francisco or a Denver strike. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. What the heck? We'll put that in a little special place. Not raised, but that looks like it has a date. Yeah, not really. Type 2. Again, Type 2 has that little concave area that the 5 cents sits in to help to prevent the wear. Type 2. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go through the rest of these off camera and I'll kind of show you how I sort them out. And we'll see if we can find any more 1913 Type 1s. Alright, here we go. All of the unknown nickels nicely arranged in our Coin Snobz paper plate of science. Before I get too far, this one has a readable date, so we're not going to worry about that one. That one's a 1920. I think 1920 or 24. See, there goes the memory again. 1924. And I also found one more Type 1 from 1913. I think it was actually not this one. This one. So that's 3 1913 Type 1s. One of them has a Denver mint mark, so no need to do that. And also, another quick one that you can look for is to make sure that you don't have a 3-legged buffalo before you apply any of this stuff to it. Because again, it's a damaged coin once you do it. Make sure you're not missing a leg there. If you are, again, no need to putting Nicodate on it. You know what it is, and you don't want to damage it. You can actually go a little bit further into it. A few times what I've done is I've actually put them under the scope, or at the very least under a decent loop before I do this, just to see if I can find some known varieties or, you know, double dyes and things like that before I actually do damage them with the Nicodate. Because, again, no need. If I can actually attribute this to a known double dye reverse or double dye averse or whatever, I know exactly what year it is. Anyways, alright, enough mumbling. Let's go ahead and put this stuff on here. Literally, just a drop right there where the date should be. Now, I should probably be wearing gloves, but I'm pretty used to this stuff and I'm pretty careful when I use it. Don't get it on your hands. I mean, it's not gonna eat through your hands, at least not right away. But, you know, why push it? Alright, little dab will do ya. This stuff doesn't have to be on there very long, probably for about, I would say, a minute or so. If it doesn't work the very first time you do it, you can always reapply it. It's not going to hurt it. If it's on there for too long, I have noticed that it seems like it starts to actually take some of what you have revealed away, which makes sense. But alright, now you'll notice here that it's starting to turn dark. Now that's all that loose nickel that we're actually removing to reveal the date starting to flow around inside the little drop of the ferric chloride. Right about the time it hits that, that's when I start to get rid of it. And what I actually do is I'll take this whole plate over into the kitchen and just rinse them off. That way I don't have to worry about getting it on my hands or anything like that, and just pat them dry with a towel and we'll see what we get. Alright, here we go. Rinsed off and patted dry with only the finest paper towels money can buy. let's see if we found anything cool. And let's see if I actually got it on every single one of the dates. Man, my eyes are bad. Alright, so this first one here, this one's still unreadable. So if you wanted to, again, you could actually put a little bit more of the NICA date on there and see if you can reveal it, but sometimes it just doesn't work. I'm gonna put that one reverse side up so I know I've already checked that one and or I need to redo it. This one here, 1915. And the date turned out pretty nice. So it does have a little bit of damage on the obverse, but we have a 1915 plane. That one needs a little bit more time as well. That one is a 1925 plane. Thought it was rotated there for a second, but it's not. Just tricking me eyes. Another 1925. And as you can see, even though these were on here for pretty much the same amount of time, some it works really well and some it doesn't. That one popped out quite nice. That one's going to be another redo. Make sure I flip that one over. 1929. Plane. Another 1929, and I kind of missed the 1 and the 9 there, but obviously we know it's a 19. $1916 plane. I don't think I've looked at this one yet, actually. Another 1916. Plane. 1926. Plane. And I think it's another 1916. Yep, 1916. Plane. Alright, so you pretty much get the idea. I'm gonna go ahead and go through all of these and I'll be right back. Alright, so far plenty of 1915s and 16s. And got a 1918 right here. I don't see a 7 underneath the 8, but I mean, you guys know me. I'm gonna sit there and put that sucker under the scope. And another 1918 to obsess over. Okay, so quite a few 1915s and 1916s. Didn't find another 1918. Found a couple, though, here that I definitely want to redo. And it looks like the newest Buffalo nickel in this whole lot is a 1927. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, pretty decent little variety here. And I mean, it's a great way to fill a book with lower dates as well. Why not? Never know what you're going to find. And, again, of course, going to obsess heavily over these 1918s. But let's go ahead and put the NICA date on these two here for a little bit longer, and this one that was unreadable. And also, let's do it on this 1913 Type 1 to see if we have a mint mark down there. Alright, so from putting it on that little mint mark area of this 1913 Type 1, couldn't find any mint mark, but I mean, again, we still know we have a 1913 Type 1. And this little fella right here, still couldn't get a date. I think there's actually some underlying damage there, so it probably messed the whole thing up, but that's okay. It's a Buffalo nickel. We still love him. This one here, kind of the same concept. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but this one was done twice as well. And you still can't quite see it. It looks like a 1915 or 16, but sort of hard to tell. That's okay. That one looks like it's definitely 1915. 15 or 16. Nope, never mind. You guys might not be able to see it, but that is actually a 1913 Type 2. With the lower mound there. Awesome. Some of the dates revealed really, really nice, even after just one single application of the Nicodate, and some of them we just couldn't get, period, but that's okay. Either way, it's a decent Buffalo nickel. We had the one where we could read the date, that's the 1924, and then this one actually has the Denver Mint mark on it. But yeah, tell us down below. Comment what you guys think about what we found here. You know, let me know if you're looking to get some more of these videos put out, if you guys enjoy us doing the Nicodate. And also let me know if you want me to show the entire reveal, in other words, show all of the dates. I know some folks out there think the videos are too long. Some of you guys want to watch like 12 hours straight of Coin Snobz, which, great. Certainly appreciate that, of course, because the watch time doesn't hurt. But just wanted to make it a little bit shorter, just kind of truncate it a little bit so you're not sitting there being dragged through me, looking through every single date. Yeah, that's it. Let us know if you want to see some more of these Nicodate videos. Till next time, love you all. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe. See you later, Daxton. Have a good day. Stay safe, everybody.